12 minutes in the meantime. Keegan Murray's head coach at Iowa, Fran McCaffery, joined Jason Ross yesterday down in Vegas, and here's how the conversation went.
Iowa head coach Fran McCaffery with us. Coach, Sacramento's really excited about Keegan. Now that we've seen you, obviously we're praising him. You coached him. Everything we've seen so far, is it all what you knew already?
Absolutely, and we talked about it at length with the organization. I mean, I was incredibly impressed with how they did their homework, how they did their research. They knew exactly what they were getting, and they were excited about him from the beginning, not only in terms of his character and his complete skill set, but I think the fit with the other guys on the team, with what Coach Brown wants to do. So I am thrilled for him in every way. I'm thrilled for the organization. I think, it's safe to say, we look at this team as a playoff team. Not easy in the West, as we know. But I think the way that this team has been put together has been really impressive. I was equally impressed today with Jordy's workout, the stuff they were doing, the intensity level with which they approached everything, and the way the young guys have picked things up that they're trying to do. So I think I can't imagine a better fit for Keegan Murray.
I'm going to ask you something that he said in the opening press conference. Keegan said he actually, back younger days, had like an issue with his temper. I'm floored. He's measured, like unflappable. Did you ever see that?
Never saw it. Never saw anything with his temper. The only time we laugh is he gives his brother a hard time, his twin brother.
Right.
But other than that, he doesn't say a negative word about anybody, and I've never seen him get angry. And, I think at times the knock on him was, is he going to be tough enough? Is he going to be nasty enough to play in this league, which is ultra competitive? And I think when you look at him, what you see is a guy that's constantly calculating what he's going to do next at both ends of the floor. He's thinking all the time how he's going to outplay the guy that lines up in front of him. And kind of like a Navy SEAL, that's the mindset that he has. He's got an incredible ability to get to the next play. If he misses a shot, if he makes a mistake, he's not a mistake guy, but if he does make one, it doesn't linger on him. And certainly in this league, that's going to be absolutely critical.
I'm thinking, his opening game here, they're playing Paolo. There's a lot of attention. That Paolo would score on him, but there's no, okay, I'm going to get you back. No. So if I go to, you're playing Michigan, you're playing Wisconsin, people are chirping. Is that like I'm going to measure and find my time?
Yeah, he's never been a trash talker. He's never responded to that. But he's going to get you in the end. And that's a special talent. When you're in this competitive environment, you've been around it. The trash talk starts, inevitably people, talk back, and then, then they get you sideways. He won't let anybody in his head get him sideways. He is going to constantly be moving forward, constantly really putting all of his attention to detail to complete the task.
When he was your best player last year, it's almost like, can you guys be more like Keegan? Like, you got to be your authentic self, but he was probably a great role model too.
He was, and he had a great one the year before when he was a freshman with Luka Garza. But, when you talk about your best player being such a hard worker and being a phenomenal teammate, there's no better feeling as a coach than that. And that's what Coach Brown is getting. That's what Sacramento fans are getting. And as I said before, all of that stuff equates to winning.
All right, lastly for you, I envision him being even better with Fox, Sabonis, Barnes, just other great pros. How do you see him playing with the Kings?
I think it's going to be an unbelievable fit for this reason. He scores the ball without you have to run everything for him. You got to run everything through him, and he'll fit with all those other pieces, which are obviously incredibly talented. Because you have to be that way in this league to win games. So I think what'll happen is his teammates will love playing with him because he gives it up easy. He'll post. He'll go get it off the glass. When they bring it to him, he'll score. He'll attack the rim, but he will not be somebody that's monopolizing the ball, that's only looking for himself. It's all about team every day.
Well, I know you'll miss him, but you're excited to have his brother. Should we be expecting him soon too?
I think absolutely, and I'm really excited for Chris to be able to have it be an opportunity for him for the first time to be not right alongside of his brother. So I think I'm excited for both of them in that regard.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Iowa head coach Fran McCaffery. Jason, the Kings kind of, if they have an opportunity and you assume it would be in the second round. But don't you kind of get automatic added value into Keegan Murray's brother if he's available? Like, you got to bring him in.
Unless that's the only thing that makes him unflappable, right? Or, gets him riled up and talking about his brother.
Right.
Sure. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I love what he said, a couple things in there, Dave, that he's not a mistake guy. We've seen that pretty much so far. He's going to get you in the end. I mean, that's really, it felt like, man, Paulo's doing all these amazing things. And by the end, there's Keegan making the tying shot. In the Pacer game, scoring like 8 points late, and you go, there he is, 23 points. And the fact that he's low usage. I mean, Fox and Sabonis are going to have the ball a ton, and if he can be low usage and still high results, I mean, I know fit can be a negative term, but I think fit and just his ability to play, I think it looks good to me for the Kings.